ShaySimonTV. Hi guys, well I'm Shay Simon. I just graduated from FAMU in December, broadcast journalism major, and now I'll be starting a job as a news reporter. I went to Robinswood so many years ago. I graduated in 2014, so a really long time ago, eight, 9 years ago I went to Robinswood. But definitely I would say that my middle school experience shaped me to be the person I am today, even more than high school. These 3 years at Robinswood just made me who I am. I still keep in contact with all of my friends from IB, well most of my friends from IB. My teachers, I still can keep in contact with them, like Mr. Akins, Mr. Roper, Miss Stewart. These people were around when I was here, and I still, keep in contact, and they still support me to this day.
Hey,
I knew you was gonna say that.
y'all know who this is, though?
When I was in Robinswood, I was SGA president. I think that was my 7th or 8th grade year. I did SGA. I remember I ran against someone in my class, and we were on the announcements. But just like that leadership, it all started at Robinswood.
This is my first IB class, right?
Yeah. How are you?
See how they grow up? You know what I'm saying?
I was on announcements when I was in middle school. I was in Diva Girls, which was like a mentoring group, then with Miss Bickerstaff, Miss Fulford, Miss Williamson Bay. I went to Boys and Girls Club, so I just really got to know everyone and got to know the environment. And I was in the IB program as well, so we were very close-knit. We went to every class together. I'm sure y'all know about that. But I just also remember Mr. Akins. I never had him as a teacher, but I would be in the hallway. I was done with my work. I always finished my work early, and I was people's student assistant, and I just would roam the halls. And he would be like, there's kids that are in China or on the other part of the world right now, and they're studying, they're getting ahead. Like, you need to use your time and get ahead. And I didn't have any idea what he was talking about then, but now, as a college grad, or even while I was in college, I still remember that, like, people are working hard and getting ahead even in middle school. So start now. Like, that is huge. Like, use your time wisely while you're here and beyond that.
Now, officials have not released the numbers of just how many people were in Columbia this weekend, but coming up at 10, I'll have more on how local businesses were impacted by those thousands of fans. In Columbia, Shay Simon.
So I started at FAMU in 2014. I did not want to go to FAMU. When you go to college, any college you go to, it's great. College is great no matter where you go. And FAMU especially just prepared me for my career now as a news reporter.
69-year-old Joel Ferris has been identified as the man who died in that house fire. And tonight, investigators say they know what sparked those.
And just like how I was here and I was SGA president and I was in this organization and doing that, I got back into that when I got to FAMU. So I started out my freshman year. I was in Honor Student Association. I was in Big Sister, Little Sister, and just joining anything. I was on the class board, and that next year, I found out about news. The next semester, I found out that we have a live news show there, and I started volunteering, and I worked my way up. So once I got there, I had to run the scripts. I was the script girl. Then I was the camera girl, and I was moving the camera for the anchors. And then the next year, I was sports anchor, and I just really grew a passion for it. My sophomore summer, I traveled to Hawaii. Never in a million years thought that I would go to Hawaii. I just never been there. My family's never been there. Had a great experience there, and I was alone. And it's just opened my mind to, like, the world is so big. It's so much bigger than Orlando, than just Florida. I went to college in Florida. The world is huge, and it's people with different cultures and different ideas. And that was a really great experience for me. Then I came back to school, and I did live shots. I was still on the news, trying to find that good internship. Ended up coming back to Orlando to intern at West 2 News. I'm sure you guys watch that here. I met Summer Knowles and Stuart Moore. They poured into me. They helped me become who I am. They still keep in touch with me. They gave me, some connects, taught me all about news and journalism and what to do on TV. Went back to FAMU, and I finally got to be an anchor. And a news anchor is the person that's behind the desk. So since freshman year, when I was, running scripts and behind the camera, I finally made my way up to actually being on the news desk, which is a huge deal at my school. And I was just very proud. And again, that all came from me feeling comfortable, like how I felt at Robinswood. Me feeling like, I'm around people that care about me. And yeah, so I did the news there. I was the anchor. I was the president of this organization and I was in this, making great grades. I had like a 4.0, and then I ended out my college career by going to New York City. I lived in New York City in this huge building on like the 20th floor for 2.5 months, again, alone. No family, nothing I'm used to, no food places, McDonald's not right down the street, I'm not driving, I had to learn how to take the subway. And again, reminded me the world is so much bigger than Orlando. It's so much bigger than what I see on a day-to-day basis. I met Oprah on my first day of my internship. I met Oprah, like, wow. I worked with Gayle King every day for 2.5 months. Again, these are people that you see on TV, and I'm actually interacting with them and learning from them. So yeah, the best thing I would say is me choosing to go to FAMU, from that small mindset of Black people and, you know, going where everybody else, you know, such and such cousin went to FAMU. But actually going there was the best thing that I could have done, and I've learned so much.
The speed limit is supposed to be 30 miles per hour, but even in the rain, like this car, they're still speeding by. Myra, right now, efforts are underway at the State House that will put metal detectors in every public school. She did verify that she did not win the ticket. And Myra, I can verify that I did not win the ticket. Yes, Brian, you see the green fountain behind me, and this time Saturday, this area and these streets will be filled with thousands of people here to celebrate St. Patty's Day. Investigators believe that these two people who committed this crime may be responsible for even more crimes that are happening in that area. In Richland County, Shay Simon, Watch Fox News.